and I just want to get your reaction. You came on this program. You said he should choose a woman of color. You told him that on the phone. You must have seen this coming. You must have.
Well, first of all, I'm just so excited for Kamala, for her family. My husband and I are friends with her and her husband, and I talked to her today, and she's just going to be an incredible candidate, but most important, an incredible vice president to work side by side with Joe Biden to bring compassion and to bring competence that we so badly need in the White House. And so, yes, it is a historic moment, and your last guest did such a good job talking about that in the historical context where so many African-American women have really been, like the movie said, hidden figures, right? Building rockets, doing great things. And finally, we have someone who's so talented on the ticket. But I really think we have to see it more than that. We have to look at her experience. And I've already saw the president go after her randomly on a bunch of things and just do his usual attacks with his bad words of nasty and the like. And I was on Fox earlier, and I said, you know what? When I think of adjectives about Kamala, I think about someone who's strong, as you said earlier on the show, someone who has grit, someone who has empathy for people around her, and someone who is just very experienced in foreign relations with her work on the Intelligence Committee, and certainly, as you began this segment, with justice. And that's what we need right now in Washington, D.C.
I want to show another clip of Kamala Harris as a presidential debater on the debate stage. She was up there with you. You're going to remember all of these. And this is when she was talking about Donald Trump as a predator. And you could hear that former prosecutor talking about this. Let's listen to this.
We have a predator living in the White House. Donald Trump has predatory nature and predatory instincts. And the thing about predators is this: by their very nature, they prey on people they perceive to be weak. They prey on people they perceive to be vulnerable. They prey on people who are in need of help, often desperate for help. And predators are cowards.
When you were on the debate stage with her, were you, as a former prosecutor yourself, looking over there and recognizing some of those courtroom moves?
Well, sure. I mean, she actually, she was in charge of the biggest Justice Department in the country. The only one bigger is the Justice Department itself. So she supervised thousands of people, which I think is great experience to bring to the White House. But she also understands a bad guy when she sees one. And that's what she was talking about there. And, you know, we continue to see this. We see someone who, instead of welcoming her to the race today, which would be a normal thing for a leader to do, he goes after her. We see someone who told us when he was nominated for president at his own convention, I alone can fix this. And then we see him spending, since the pandemic started, doing nothing but blaming other people instead of helping us to get to a solution. And I think the fact that Joe Biden picked someone as strong as Kamala Harris is just going to bode well, not just for a ticket, but for our country.